As Donald Trump was leaving Georgia today after being booked and processed at the Fulton County jail, he continued to lie and manipulate and attempt to defraud the American public in brief remarks before getting on to his Trump jet.
Very sad day for America. This should never happen. If you challenge an election, you should be able to challenge an election. I thought the election was a rigged election, a stolen election, and I should have every right to do that. As you know, you have many people that you've been watching over the years do the same thing, whether it's Hillary Clinton or Stacey Abrams or many others. When you have that great freedom to challenge, you have to be able to, otherwise you could have very dishonest elections. What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And everybody knows it. I've never had such support. And that goes with the other ones, too. What they're doing is election interference. They're trying to interfere with an election. There's never been anything like it in our country before. This is their way of campaigning. And this is one instance, but you have three other instances. It's election interference. So I want to thank you for being here. We did nothing wrong at all. And we have every right, every single right, to challenge an election that we think is dishonest, that we think is very dishonest. So thank you all very much, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much.
All right, there you go. Now, if you were watching CNN or MSNBC's coverage of Trump tonight in Georgia, you didn't get to see those remarks. They actually chose to not broadcast them, but then perhaps maybe go back later and discuss them like I'm doing here, because it is irresponsible for a news network to broadcast this man's lies. But of course, Fox News doesn't care about that, so that's where we got the clip today. Donald Trump starts off by saying, it's a sad day in America, which it is. It is. And it's because of Donald Trump. It's because he is a fraud, a liar. He wants to be king. He wants to dictate how the elections go in this country. And that's not going to happen, which is why we're here, because Donald Trump couldn't accept defeat and instead went on to attempt to defraud the American people and overturn the 2020 election. He called it a travesty of justice and that he did nothing wrong and everybody knows it, which is really interesting, Donald, that everybody knows you did nothing wrong, yet here we are. You just got your mugshot taken, bud. Which, by the way, I am going to make a t-shirt with a Fulton County Sheriff's Office placard, Donald Trump, his booking number. You'll be able to find that in the store, which I will link down below. If you're on YouTube, I think you'll be able to search around the webpage and find it that way. Or if you're on Facebook, I'll link it down in the comments. Donald Trump here says he has every right to challenge the election if he thinks it's dishonest. Well, sure. I mean, you did, Donald, right? You had channels which you could have went through. You exhausted all of those. Judge after judge came back to say, look, you have no evidence of any election tampering, interference that is going to somehow flip all these states to you. And the reason why, again, Donald Trump is indicted here is because he concocted a plan to defraud the American people. He knew that he did not win the election, and he concocted a plan along with his sleazy lawyers to try to get in these fake electors, to try to pressure states to find him the votes. And you can't do that. So Donald Trump here continuing that king mentality that, I can do whatever I want. I have the power to do and say whatever I want, even after being booked and having his mugshot taken. I mean, everything relies on Donald Trump continuing to lie here, at least Donald Trump's survival, right? This is how this guy operates. He just has to maintain the lie so that his supporters will donate funds to his campaign so that he can pay for that big Trump jet to fly around in the sky so that he can pay for his $200,000 bail. The fraud continues with Donald Trump here today. So if you're new to the channel and you despise Donald Trump and you want to see what's coming to him, you want to witness the consequences in almost real time, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, because the next couple years with Donald Trump is going to be a circus, and there's going to be a lot to talk about. So if you've got this far, thanks for watching. My name is Brendan Plank with Reflect, and I will see you in the next video.